Okay, cool. It should be working. We'll see. I haven't played a game on the new patch yet, so my experience with new patches is that the teams are always like consistently bad. Well, they're extremely good at being bad, so I'm not sure I'm gonna be playing high tiers for today's session. Just so everyone knows, I might just focus on making credits, and because everyone knows new patch days, everyone plays Artie and shit like that. So, hey Arun, oh, I see the typo. Thanks, guys. Hey Jake, yeah, you were first, Jake. I'm just gonna look through all my tanks because let's not do anything above tier 8 for today. I just know it's generally always bad, so we're not even gonna risk the frustration. Are there any low tiers I want to grind? We should do that. We should decide on a new tier 10 for me to get, because I also want to 3-mark this eventually. I had a 7,500 damage game in it last night. 88%. It's gone up like 3% in a couple games. The Q&A was great. Hey, thanks, Cast. I appreciate it. I put first time I've ever done anything like it, so I thought it would be bad. I tried it once, not the greatest, and then I remade it because Dunscap told me to. We could always get the RHM Panzerwagen thingy, but what is the new Chinese tank? This is China. Is this thing good? Does it look good? That's the most important question. Preview vehicle. Interesting. It's basically a WZ11114 from looks. Alpha 490, 250 pen. How's the gun? 340 heat? Are you kidding? I'm getting that thing. We're gonna have to get this tank. Fuck. So where do I free XP through? And can I rebuy my tier, my Chinese WZ111 store? How do I pick up Chinese premium vehicles that I've sold in the past? China, tier 8. Oh, I can't buy it. I have to go to a ticket, I guess, to rebuy it. Where could I donate? Oh, if you look in the stream description, it says donations. You definitely don't need to donate, but if you'd like to, you can do so with the link below. And then it says youtube.streamlabs.com/lemmingrushtv. And that should give you a link to donate. And I hope it goes through. It should. Most people don't have problems. I'm prepared for it now. Thanks for letting me know beforehand. I don't really receive a lot of donation. Worse armor than the IS-7? Yeah, but armor doesn't matter anyways. Everyone knows this. It's the amount of, yeah, everyone knows people just shoot gold, so it's like, who cares? Does anyone really? So next thing to do is to get a calculator and figure out how much, if I want a free XP to, like, because I don't want to, there's some tanks I just don't want to play, right? And luckily I have that opportunity. I think the IS-2 is worth playing. That's what I've heard. So I want, let's just guesstimate it quickly. 52,000 plus, I'll want the 122, so 19,000 plus 19, wait, what's the difference? This is how you grind tanks, by the way. You get a calculator. Are these the same thing? They look to me to be the same thing, effectively. Just a super slight difference in rate of fire. Aim time, accuracy, pretty much the same. Like, effectively, this is the same gun. But I need the turret, don't I? The turret probably increases gun handling. Shit. Let's say 19,500 after I close this, I guess. Do I want the second engine on this tank? 520, 580. Not really. How about this? I probably will need the tracks. So I think I won't get to the engine. Like, I won't free XP the engine, but I'll get 19,500. Have I done 19,000? Yes, plus, because that will increase the reload probably. And then plus 9,000. That's if I actually want to play the IS-2. But I know it's worth keeping. I don't know, I'd much rather just free XP to the tier 9. I'll have to think about this, because I don't know if it's worth grinding the... Does anyone want to see IS-2 gameplay? We can actually create a straw poll on this. Turret is worthless? Really? Get the better gun. Okay, Peter. What we can do is, because I can, I would much rather just free XP past... I know the 110 is trash, so I'd rather just free XP up to this. $2. Thanks, Jake. I appreciate you. The turret doesn't even change reload speed. What a waste. Okay, maybe I'll just free XP to the tier 9 then or something later on when I get, after I'm from vacation. That's a loud donation alert. I'll lower it. Let's see. My donations. Thank you very much for the $2 though. I do appreciate it. We have to find alerts, don't we? Dashboard, my donations. Donation settings. No. I'll figure. You guys can tell me if the alert is too loud, let me know, but yeah. I really don't know where I'll be going on that line just yet. I will need a Chinese crew. So I do have a Type 58 crew. Why don't we grind the Type 58? People might like to see me play tier 6. We can do that. Because I know I used to want to grind this tank to get to the 113, but yeah. How did I get this engine? What the hell? I skipped the... That's hilarious. Okay. So I guess this should be helpful to the people who want to know how I grind tier 6 tanks and stuff. Type 58. Maybe I'll 3-mark it one day. This isn't... like, a lot of people think this is terrible. It isn't that bad. Because it's a medium tank. It's like a Russian medium, basically. We want vents. And what's the view range like? Can I put binocs? I have binocs on a tank. I know I've got binocs somewhere. So probably on one of my low tiers, like the looks. Yeah. This used to be a tourney tank, so I'd put binocs on it for the OP view range. Type 58 and binocs. Then from here, we can put the T-34-3 crew in here. Type T-34, 34-3. Send. 58. This has a lot of crew members. So this is actually... I have crew members trained for the Type 58. Could you play the IS-3? Not right now, dude. I don't really want to. Just because it's not my type of tank right now. So the way new patches work is all the pubbies come out. And I don't mean this... I mean, I said it sort of rudely, but basically everyone who plays Arty plays the game. And in high tiers, just not happening. I refuse to play high tiers on the day that patches come out. It's just ridiculous. So I apologize, but really we're not going to play anything that sees tier 10s. Because that's what people play. It's pretty annoying. And anyone who plays today will agree with me. It's no fun to play high tiers. Hey Laura, how are you doing? I didn't get why there is no theater mode like on Twitch. I want to see chat while watching the stream. Oh. Right. I'm gonna find a way to dual stream. I'm gonna set up a dual stream. I think there's a bottom tier. Okay. I'm pretty sure there's a website that will let me to stream to Twitch and YouTube, but yes. Could you play the FV4202? I challenge you. Get 4k damage or I will unsubscribe. I guess you're going to be unsubscribing then. I'm not going to play the 4202. I sold that thing without playing a single game in it. They ruined my tier 10 tank. Fuck. That's on the Type 59. It's a good tank, but it's not a credit earning. It's not actually that good. It's a good win 8 padding tank. I wouldn't say it's actually... The Type 59 is not the tank you play because you want to have fun. You're fighting the tank the whole time. So I've set it up in such a way that I fire pure gold out of it because I get, like, you're fighting the tank. It's T-34 3 gun handling with shitty with tier 6 tank DPM and tier 7 tank pen, basically. So not the greatest. The 4202 is actually good at tier 8. Yeah, but it sees tier 10s. Which of the following is best? 30B, 50M, Leo, STB, Cent, Patton, E5. Just for having fun and win 8. Patton, I don't have the 50M, but that's a tier 10. It's going to be one of my next 2 tier 10s because I know it's amazing. I would say Patton, 50M, E5 for top 3 out of those lists. And then I would say the 30B is 4th place, but I'm worried about the 30B because I don't want them to nerf it. Like, it doesn't need a nerf. It's not great as it is, so. He hit me? Oh, I'm in, like, max graphics, aren't I? Graphics, high, grass and sniper, off. Cool. Did I make a video on this map recently? I've made so many videos in the past couple days, it's insane. I have videos scheduled until Saturday. Fucking hell. That's why I got the super Pershing. I like the super Pershing. Gaming.youtube.com. Who the fuck are you, Small? Are you advertising your stream or something on my channel? What is the best tier 10 Chinese heavy for Clan Wars? Probably the 113. If I would guess. How's On Target if you're in Wonka, by the way? How's he doing? I haven't spoken to him in a while. I'm not good at texting people. 30B will get a buff, if I remember correctly. I think they are totally nerfing its gun stats, though, which it didn't really need. Good. 160. Isn't that the alpha of this gun? So I rolled average. Theater mode for you? Oh, okay. Some people will advertise their stream and I just don't understand. Oh. What's a snapshot? That's okay. Slow APCR. What's the lag with? Am I downloading something? Gonna have to check after this. Should someone gift you gold or donate real money? I can't accept gold donations. And the reason I can't is because of chargeback risk. I trust you, Peter, but the way gold's... I prefer real money. I'm obviously not going to pick and choose gifts because they're gifts, right? It's your choice. But what happens is when people I don't know gift me gold, I can't accept it because they can charge it back and then get my account banned. So it's not worth the risk in productivity, like the loss in productivity for me, even though it might be $7, but I don't want to have to go through the process of getting my account unbanned because someone gifted me gold and then charged me back. So maybe for Christmas or something, I'll accept a ton in one day and just minimize my risk and give myself like a week's worth of buffer time to accept gifts, but I can't justify it. I'm sorry. It's just not worth it. They have so many TDs. This guy. This is when I can use my Binox, actually. Hopefully. Play the M3 Lee. I already told you I 3-marked it. That's the TD with Binox. You swatted me, I think. What's the really difference between the playstyle of the E5 and Patton? The E5... Okay, so armor does have a role, but it's not consistent. So the E5 can just be hold W and hope your armor works type thing. And then when you're low on HP, you stop holding W. Patton, you have to expect every single shot you take to hit. Whereas with the E5, you can... What was I saying? I said thanks for the 20 tons too. With the E5, you can actually expect to maybe bounce 4 out of 10, right? That's the expectation. So it's different. You can be more aggressive because you can make educated decisions and guesstimations. Gun depression, please. Is anyone else getting the lag on stream, or is it World of Tanks that's lagging? I'm spamming gold, aren't I? Yeah, it's because it's a tier 10 game. I just realized. Play the duck? I'm too broke to buy equipment. Hey, TH Lem. I'm gonna get YOLO'd by an autoloader. What is he doing? I feel like this is interesting. I have a Skoda covering me? No, he's not really covering me, but he's not doing a bad job either. He's with me, which is good. This map is very difficult. You can see what's happening to our team. As they push in, they're slowly losing HP. And I mean, I'm doing the exact same thing, so by no means am I criticizing them. It's just, this KV5 is going to die. I think I said this in a video. This is what happens. You have to have so much HP to push through. So I'm going to try soon, because I'd like damage. Fuck. That's the E25 with Binox, isn't it? He's got to be. He's got Binox on a camo net. Stream looks good. Alright, thanks, Jeff. NA West has been having some horrible packet loss recently. Yes. It has. I actually think East is worse, but... Can I hit this guy? Oh my god. That was so bad. That was like literally terrible. Not the smartest push I've ever made. Hopefully he misses. That was close. Still done 500 damage. This is frustrating. Fuck, I need to just drive in now. Because at the end of the day, it doesn't matter if I die, as long as I can get more stats. Thanks, Max. East is just worse in general. Yeah, I think so. The problem with East is there's 2,000 people online. So maybe because I'm doing tier 6, I'll play East. But that miss on the E25. That was so bad. I was looking at my map, and suddenly the E25 changed direction. Too much situational awareness. I should beat this guy's DPM, I think, because I have food, assuming all things are equal. No, oh. I actually don't know what he's coming behind me. I mean, that's what I would do if I was D25. We'll see what he's doing. Okay, I was mistaken. This is why you don't assume every enemy is Unicum, because that's the mindset some people have, and it doesn't always work. It's an okay mentality to have, but when you're trying to predict people's actions, not the greatest. Please don't outplay me. Good. 1200. So I mean, that was an example of low tier gameplay, I guess. People always ask, how do you play when you're bottom tier? You just live all game and then farm the low HP at the end. That's all you can do. I will play an M3 Leaf for you, Tunster. Because, what happened? Did I get a donation? I must have. I haven't had a donation in so long. Laura donated $1.50. Cheers, dude. Thank you. Laura, are you a guy or a girl? I don't know, actually. I've always just assumed you were a guy, but I guess it's a fair question considering your name's Laura. We'll play an M3 Leaf for Tonster. Fuck, am I actually doing this? Purchase without crew. I guess I'm actually doing this. This was the first tank I ever got a Top Gun in, by the way. The tracks aren't worth it, are they? M3 Lee. I actually like the M3 Lee. It's not bad. But I wouldn't really say it's great. We can take the binocs off this tank. Tonster's gonna be so happy. I hope I do the tank justice. Do I actually have to get a crew for this thing? Oh no, the credits, dude. Personal file, training, current vehicle, 75%. At least I have 6 cents. What am I doing? What the hell? Why do I have these crew members? Chaffee or Super Pershing? Let's do Chaffee. T49. Retrain. All these credits, Tonster. Cunt. Let's do a manual fire extinguisher. And I hope I'm not bottom tier. Good enough. Alright. This is, it's better than the AMX-40. I'll just say that. 6 cents doesn't work unless your crew is 100%. Really? I'm not spending gold on an M3 Lee crew. Not happening. I only have I paid real money for this gold. It's not like I won it from tourneys. It's not worth it. Lemming, have you seen the pattern on Super Tefts? They buffed the turret armor. Oh, that's awesome. I've always felt the pattern in World of Tanks looks ugly, you know? But it's amazing that they're buffing it, because I think it's an example of them over buffing a tank, actually. I don't know. They should look... I sort of... I'm hesitant because I have the pattern, and I sort of would love to see it buffed, but at the same time, I'm not sure it's the greatest decision for the game. It's really not worth the... It's so cool. People actually try to do strats in tier 6. That's amazing. What bullies people? As an EU player looking at NA's number of people offline in matchmaking, I literally feel bad for you people. I mean, we still get games, right? It's not the end of the world. So during summer, it's always worse, but eventually, if I have... Maybe, like, I don't know. We'll see how this job... Where this job takes me, but if I make enough money, and if NA dies, I might just go to EU, right? Because if I could move... I'd love to... So I have a Portuguese... My mom's Portuguese. So my understanding is that it would be really, really easy for me to immigrate to Europe, because she was born in the Azores. So that's sort of, you know, thinking ahead. But I really don't know where my life will take me right now. Lemming, just back from halls in Canada. Thanks for the tips. It was amazing. Saw bears? 7. Where? That's amazing. I saw a... What was it? A grizzly on Highway 1 just before Scott Lake Hill the other day. Like, near the highway. Near the First Nation land. It's pretty cool. But that's amazing. I'm so happy for you. This is cheating. I have to remember I don't have 6th Sense. Portuguese. Yeah, I don't speak Portuguese actually though. I speak French and English, but not Portuguese. Oh, that's a tank. Oh no. This is genuinely... He spotted me. He's not looking at me though. How do you pen this guy? 6th Sense does work. You lied. Oh, that's a 67 who's stat padding. Low tier gameplay, man. This is what TDs are like, by the way. This is cheating. He just drove out and didn't shoot. How do people have 40,000 games in like low tiers and still live with themselves? It's unfair. Like, it's totally... There's no way you can justify this. Oh, fuck. Next. I still did 548, so not bad. 6th Sense does work. Yeah, it just screws with your view range. There you go, Tonster. Wasn't an epic carry, but I don't care. There's always that guy with 30,000 games in a low tier tank with epic view range and things, but it's not the end of the world. This thing has binocs. Demount. And we can go play the Type 58. I think I'll go play on West so I get better ping. Yeah. You're welcome, Tonster. Lemming, it's called buying their accounts. Dude, I don't think people... I know... I don't... okay, I believe it happens, but I don't think people buy accounts just to play low tiers. Because you can just... Low lock? Do you have a mouse with side buttons? I like your avatar, by the way. I used to have one like that. That was a good tutorial that I watched. I do controls, and then I go to this one right here. Consumable number 6, upper mouse button. That's the one I chose. That way I can save, like for low tiers where I don't care. I don't care. It's easy. Portuguese of Brazil. No, it's the Azores. So the Azores are Ponta Delgada, I think. Like São Miguel, which means Saint Miguel, I think. Is where my mom is from. Azores, Google Earth. I have to make sure that my address isn't shown. Yeah, it defaults to my address. We're not doing this. I'm not going to go over Google Earth. I don't want my location shared. But Well, what tank will be more fun if the new Patton gets buffed? Patton is more fun anyways, I think. I think both are great. I think both tanks are definitely worth getting. If you're I think the so if you want to hello. If you want to get an entire nation of tanks, I would suggest you get the American. Like if you're just looking what the hell? Am I streaming still? $200 ping. I live in Western Canada. What the hell? Uh, when will the next fishing vlog be? Oh, I can make one tomorrow. I'll just go out to the Chain Lakes. Because that's where I caught fish. This is weird. I feel like I forgot to check if I was downloading anything. Yeah, I didn't really think people wanted to see my real life videos. I caught a fish last, or if anyone goes fishing in Calgary, go to the Chain Lakes, because you can actually, it's better than the bow for, or the elbow or whatever it's called, for fishing, because you can actually eat the fish from the Chain Lakes instead of just, you know, damaging them. This packet loss. You love fishing? I live in Calgary, Alberta, so we've got a lot of lakes near me. But there's also a lot of bait bans, and my favorite lake, you can only keep fish that are above 50 centimeters, and you're not allowed bait. So it's like, I have to wonder how much skill is involved. Do I have Snapchat? No. John, you know me too well. Do you ever see Clan Focus? Yeah, the other day I got team killed. I was in my Leopard 1. Maybe 20 seconds into the game, I took 3 shots in the ass with HE. I mean, whatever, you know, puppies. The reality is it's the only time they'll ever get to kill me, so it doesn't bother me too much if I get team killed by people. But yeah, I do get focused, and you'll notice it makes you a better player because you have to stick with your teammates. Otherwise, you just get rushed. And even then, sometimes you do get rushed, but if you're with teammates, your teammates will generally attempt to help you out, even if they're not the greatest at it. They'll shoot the enemy, you know? So you have to be sort of realistic about what your teammates can accomplish. Do they have hill? Yeah, they do. The reason I'm wondering about the hill is because hill can hit me here, right? So, as demonstrated by the beautiful 3485. Cool, he's dead. Still need to do 1,000 damage or so. How do I do this? So, If this guy, he shot, so I'm okay doing this, but that works. The alpha on this gun is really nice. I live in Brazil, really. If you want me to read what you say, type Lemming Rush because it shows as orange for me, right? So it's easier for me to see if you're speaking to me. I hope I'm not spotted. There we go. We're not going to win this one. In this case, the hill won the game, actually, because they all went tank alley. This is interesting. This is a meta change from low tiers to high tiers. So in high tiers, everyone goes hill, and the hill becomes the choke point. In this tier, what I'm seeing is that everyone's played the tank alley. And so you can see they're just spending all of their time allocated to the tank alley, and nothing's getting done. So the side that you can win faster, and it's interesting to see this. It could be confirmation bias, though. Generally, the side you win faster is going to be the side that's more important. Even though, you know, people will always say the hill gives you the high ground. In my experience, speed is way more important because you can get behind people and fight with better numbers and things like that. You know when he stops to aim at you, he's reloaded. god, I didn't rely on that to high roll. Oh, we might win this. That's interesting. Still, I think they had a better chance at winning because they had the hill. So, it's cool to see. See, I have an E5 replay where I just drove through the tank alley and then got on cap. I was sitting where the VK was and I was on the south spawn, and they just won the hill, but because they left the tank alley open, I just drove through it. Easy win, you know? So, it's cool to see, for sure. It's cool to see how strats work. Holy shit, that's a lot of lemming rushes. Okay. At a certain... yeah, okay. He's gonna kill me. I'm just not even gonna contest. I can't cap, dude. There's a fucking... shit. So this VK is obviously trying to chase me down. And the Scorpion might... See, I have to try to engage them one at a time. How am I... That's the Scorpion. He's going to be like here, or he's on the hill. This lag. For such a tense moment. This lag is killing me. This VK, I'm going to play Ring Around the Rosie with him. What is the ISU doing? Oh, don't miss. Shit. I need this ISU to do well. Good. Oh, fuck. I just missed an easy kill shot. Oh, good. You know when you miss an easy kill shot on someone and you feel really bad about it? Because you might get your teammate killed. That's how I feel right now. How? I can't win. How do I pen? I have to figure out how to play this. So my guess is that this guy is gonna chase me down. I don't see how I could possibly win this. Shut the fuck up, you fucking puppies, dude. He's gonna micromanage me. Fucking cunt. Okay, he might have gone down the train tracks. He might be sitting in his base. He might have gone hill, or he could be pushing the middle. Oh. Why do I pay attention to chat? He's moving up. He sees me. He knows he can shoot through here. He's stopped. So when people are stopped, especially pubbies, it means they're gonna, he's fully aimed, right? So this guy, I've seen how he's playing. He will only shoot if he's fully aimed, I think. And before I get snapshotted, but I'm just gonna run away because I'm not gonna poke on someone who's fully aimed for some reason, right? I want to play the hill, so if I can shoot him as he comes into our base, that might be the best for me. Hey, from the Netherlands. I don't know how to say your name. We don't have names like your. Well, we do have names like yours in Canada, but I don't know how to say them. Did I say shut the fuck up? Yeah, I did. Toxic puppies, man. And I'll set up my binocs. Please motivate me to play this game again. I mean, I don't know how to do that, dude. I'm not the greatest at motivating people, I think. No. To put it lightly. I have to find a place that I can reset from, where he won't chase me down. How am I gonna do this? I think the best chance is just to fully, like, poke out and fully aim. Cool. Next. Hey, Isam Dib, you're from France? Cool. That was a master badge. This cunt, holy fuck. What a piece of shit. Talking shit all game. Anyways, jeez, just can't stand people like that. We lose. You didn't do what I told you to. Game over. Asshole. Yeah, let's just get up to the IS-2. Out fucking played. Okay. Actually, we'll play the Pershing. Super P. Great Q&A. Cool. Thanks very much, dude. Churchill 7. Let's follow the trend. Hi from Slovakia. Hey, Samuel. I don't speak your language, Philippe. Hey. His thoughts on the potential changes to the IS-7. I actually don't really know what they are. Oh, weaklings. Hey, I know you. Hey, love the vids. Sorry for being kind of stalkerish and looking up your name to tell you this. Wait, okay. Not to be rude, but I have my friend list is literally for people I know. So, I'm sorry. Okay. Would you like to platoon? I'll add you though, weaklings, because I do know you. What reticle do you use? Because I want to change mine. I use dashed, and then it's got a dot. You can see dashed O-shaped circle 4, and then O-shaped 1 with armor penetration indicator. You haven't done the Chinese tech line. Didn't know that. By the way, the heavy line is really only gets good at the WZ14. I know. That's why I don't really want to play the problem with the IS-2 is that I'm going to be fighting tier 9 tanks, and the problem with the 110 is that it's bad. So, yeah. Would you for XP patent E50M or E5? I don't want to get the patent if the wargaming overbuff it and then make it worse. Oh, that's interesting. I would probably get the E5. Yeah, E5 is you can say it's a clan wars tank, so I would think the E5 is better to have, but if I were to reroll, I would get the patent first. So it's like a toss-up, depending what your answer, what you're looking for. Do you use any mods? Nope. Do you have a 57? No, I don't. Hey, Jeff. It's cool that you're from Texas. Can't wait to go to the States. IS-7, they are testing more engine power and 0.2 better aim time. Seems pointless to me. Yeah, I mean, IS-7 might actually become better. The i7's already really mobile, considering like the fact that it's got such a high speed really helps it. Even though people say it's useless, when you're on flat maps like this or when you're going downhill, it's amazing. And there's a lot of situations that where maps are flat where you go downhill. So I actually think the i7's really mobile, but I don't think it would hurt it or make it overpowered to increase its mobility. Yeah, I have Ruben. Hey bros, I heard they fixed the pen indicator on the reticle to take armor angle into account. Oh, that might be stupid, because then you don't have to think. Don't illegal mods do that? Isn't that like a slightly illegal mod? It may be, I'm not sure. Still like to play the IS-6? No, so I played the IS-6 for 100 games, and I got 2,800 damage per game in it, like more than some people get in tier 10 tanks. And I was pretty happy about that. Why are people so toxic? It's because it's a new patch, that's why. So, yeah. What are you doing? You're the guy talking shit. Okay. Amazing. Have you considered looking at the map and seeing who we have playing field before you commit to the mid? Oh. I'm shooting gold, aren't I? Yeah, I am. Probably don't need it to pen the side of a WZ or the ass of a WZ. Interesting. Now I can use this guy for cover. Perfect. So now the hopefully the 252 and I can share, but we'll see how that goes. I'm just gonna keep putting shots out. Didn't you say to play better, turn chat off? Yes, I did. But I keep it on because people always say hi to me and I don't want to ignore them because then I feel bad. But I should probably turn it off. I think, yeah, I don't know. For me, there's a value in it because people have to or like to talk to me for some reason. So I don't know. I have considered turning it off for sure. That's a bad shot. We're losing this quite heavily. Obviously, I'm sort of worried about that low just poking on me, but this is quite easy. Is this the rear or the front? I think I'm shooting at his front. I think this is his front right here. I'm shooting his side. Same thing I did with the RHM. So my RHM has like 5,200 damage per game, but I just played one game in it. So that's definitely cheating, but at the same time, I sort of like having that as my highest TPG tank ever. Like 10,000 overall win rate or something, 5 digits. I think that's pretty cool. I don't need gold to pen a Panther 88 side, so I'll just keep pushing into these guys. That's not APCR. Okay, we'll have to push into the 5,100. Actually, do I want to go play the mid? Yeah, I do. So they have all of their HP in the mid, so I'm going to go there and see what happens. T54 first prototype, your thoughts? I don't think you should get it. So my experience is that the 54 first prototype is bottom tier all the time, and it's got 175 pen or something ridiculous for a tier 8 tank. It's not worth getting. They need to buff it significantly. Yeah, this game could be a loss if they just cap out or something. We'll see. Nathan, you have to develop the habit of saying, is this safe? I think there's a lot of parallels with... So I was watching an interesting video. Apparently people who are questioning themselves more do better on SAT scores. That was really interesting because the ability to say, is this correct, is a huge skill. And I don't really have it. Yet, in real life, I don't really have it. So you have to practice it, right? I would suggest literally take a timer and set it to 30 seconds. This is what I did. And every 30 seconds, I would analyze the map, even if it would cost me damage. But that will give you the ability to sort of it'll give you time to make decisions because the timer forces you to do that until you get into the habit. So that would be my I mean, you can try it. That's what I tried, and it worked out for me. So consider it, you know. But do you still do the mentoring? Yeah, John, but I've been sort of swamped with my... So I'm going on vacation in a couple days. I'm trying to make 3 videos a day. So I can't do mentoring right now. I might accept more people when I'm back from vacation, but we'll have to see how that goes. Because really, I just... Currently, I have a couple people a week, and it's a lot to try to balance. Do I see Carmen today, actually? Yeah, I have a guy today. So it's busy. But what you can do is, if you want, you can send me an email, lemmingrushmentoring@gmail.com. I'll put it in the stream description. You're welcome to send me an email, and I'll get back to you when I have room. Because that's probably the best way to do it. lemmingrushmentoring@gmail.com. People send me requests on my business email, but I stopped checking that because too many networks want a 60-40 split. They want to take 40% of my revenue and give me nothing in return. Fucking assholes. Yeah. No interest in that. Alright. I'll be there in 15 because I'm streaming. There we go. See, busy. I have to play the super person next. Why don't we play this again? I have an 83% win rate in this tank somehow. Hey, Claudio. Please use Panzer 3-4. I'm not gonna Jake, sorry. How do you hear the difference between AP and APCR? I don't. Actually, I have no clue. I don't think there's a sound difference that is actually perceptible. Maybe there's a slight one, but... Did you try Chinese girls' new voices? No. I don't pay attention to stuff like that. Lemming, I'm grinding my WZ132 for the 132A and would like to know if the tier 9 is any good. I really like the tier 9. How do you mentor? Do you see over the replays or play with them? So normally I'll play with people because I feel like replays are okay, but watching them is boring and it's impractical. It's really easy. It's okay to watch replays and look on how to get better, but the only way you're going to practice decision making is by practicing decision making. And I think that's the most important thing. So in real life games, I'll just say, where do you think we should be right now in regards to our team's position and their positioning? That type of gameplay is what I focus on because I feel like replays are too perfect, you know? You can pick a replay. That's typically, so I have done it at times, and there's one guy who really likes it, but I feel like it's not real. It's sort of fabricated because it's just not... That's what I try to do with my channel. I try to select actual replays that represent gameplay. Please someone shoot this guy. There we go. So yeah, I typically platoon with people and we'll talk about positioning throughout the game. And then if someone has trouble with mechanics or something, we can just go into a training room and practice it because mechanics are so simple. It's really easy to just show someone how to use mechanics or how to abuse them. Got YOLO'd by a fucking retarded light. When it hits you, it sounds different. Go to a training room and test. Yeah, that's probably a good idea. Wait, were we at... I could be mistaken about my mentoring schedule. We shall see. The Type 58 is so slow. I'm going to play the Type 64. Oh, this is my credit grinding tank for strongholds. So we can make it a pub tank now. Do you play console? No, I play enough World of Tanks. I don't need to play it in different game modes. Congrats, like your replays. By the way, hate the Tiger P. No way to do good with it. What do you recommend with the Tiger P? Take a good spot. I would suggest you play it. You just okay. I'm gonna have to make a frequently asked questions thing because this is how I play every single tank in the game. I don't focus on the tank. The tank is just a means to get what you want done, but really every single tank in the game does the same thing. It shoots its gun. That's the whole basis that this game is around. It's about shooting. So with the Tiger P, you have to figure out a way to keep your gun in the fight, and that's a lot of the time it's going to be by positioning yourself according to what you see your team doing and what you see the enemy team doing. This is how I mentor people, by the way. So for a general tip, and I'm gonna say this for anytime anyone asks me for tips on a tank, it's focus on positioning and living the entire game. Those two things, because if you position well, you'll survive all the game. That's just the reality. If you make a mistake, just like I did in that previous where I got YOLO'd, you won't live to the end of the game. The biggest skill is you keeping your gun in the fight, but surviving to the end. That's just how it is. So I mean, you could sit in base like that SU-100 M4, and sure, you'll live until the end of the game, but it doesn't actually accomplish anything. So try to find a balance between staying in the fight and staying alive. Okay, this is gay. He shot me on the move twice. I'm out of here. It's not working. Tanks shoot enemies, not their guns. I see what you did there. Play the AMX-40. No thanks. Is it worth getting the 112 now that the new matchmaking? I heard you are most of the time bottom tier. The 112 has decent heat pen, so I would consider it. As opposed to the IS-6, I would say the 1112 is better for the new matchmaking. The 112 is better for the new matchmaking. I was thinking of getting the WZ-111 because of the way it has actually decent heat pen, and I can pay credits for it because I used to have it. So, yeah, I would consider it. Anything with decent heat pen is good. Well, APCR is preferable, of course, but if it has decent pen, a lot of the times you can make it work. People overvalue DPM significantly, because if you can't pen what you're shooting at, it doesn't matter how good you are. I mean, obviously, 420 heat pen on the Jagdpanzer is a bit of an extreme, but still. I should have been better. You see, if I hadn't put myself on that rock, which is positioning, I wouldn't have gotten killed by the Sturm Mill. So that's what I mean by position. It's good that I made that mistake, I guess. Cool. It's cool that I get to work with people like that. But, yeah, I'm not going to make him wait a full hour. Yeah. Let me know if you change your mind. Cool. Why don't we play McLean Rocks? I've been trying to click battle at the same time. You do gun. This might work, actually. I don't know if he wants to be on my team or the enemy team. Which tier do you want to play? How do you decide where to go in the first 30 seconds? I look at the enemy team lineup and I say, can I do this? And then while I'm driving there, I watch where my team is going. We can play that Type 59. That's not a Pref 8. I'll play a Pref 8. I'll play an actual 8 then. Someone asked me to play the IS-3, so I'll do that considering... where's the IS-3? Here we go. Cool. Just so you guys know, I get that a lot of people don't know, but there's specific tanks with preferential matchmaking. And preferential matchmaking means the tank does not see above tier 9. So if you have a tier 8 tank with pref matchmaking, it won't see tier 10s. And the Type 59 is one of those. But really, I don't care. I lose credits in the Type 59, so it's like, if he wants to play with me, that's fine. Do you have 60 hertz or 144 hertz monitor? I have 60 hertz. I don't ask. Where do I go? I think I go to... Cool. Do I think 360 win 8 is bad for the first... This guy wanted to platoon? Hot cake. There we go. 360 win 8. I'll be honest, it's not that good. But I have found in my opinion, the low tiers are significantly harder to do well in, because you're always against people who basically they're seal clubbers. So if it's your first time ever playing a video game, and it also depends on your age, right? So you have to look at yourself and make that decision. Are you happy with 300 win 8? In my opinion, you're never going to get into a good clan with 300 win 8. That's just the bottom line. But at the same time, if you're, I don't know, in your 60s or something, and it's the first video game you've ever played, 300 win 8 isn't bad at all. Like, for 1,000 games, because you're against people with 30k games and 5 skill crews and their T67s and things like that. So if you're looking to improve, pick a tank or two that you like and play those tanks. This is... I've been watching a lot of TED Talks recently. I might be addicted to them. But the ones I value are the ones that tell people to pick something and do it and become really good at it. I actually have a quote in front of me. It says, pick something you have an interest in and then go full bore and try to get as good as you possibly can at it. And I think there's a lot of value in that. Instead of... People like to spread themselves too thin. So if you're trying to improve, try to pick a tank and then just get better at it, you know? I think there's value in that. And it's also pretty fun to do. So, yeah, I don't think 360 win 8 is... Maybe for like a 15-year-old kid who's played video games all his life, it's not the greatest, but context matters, you know? If you've never played a musical instrument and you start out, you know, you don't even know how to read notes or anything. So it's a skill. You can... If you've played video games before, you can apply that knowledge, so... It's context. Context really, really does matter. But I don't think it's bad, but it's not exactly amazing either. Oh, I'm sort of just YOLOing someone like a puppy. If he's a good player, he'll think I'm sad focusing him, I guarantee it. Poor guy. Do I go low and farm this Yak Tiger? I think that would be a stupid play. So yeah, I gave you an honest answer. I don't think I was condescending, though. I tried to avoid being condescending. Because obviously improve... The only thing I care about is getting better. It's the most fun. Eventually, it's the way I try to approach life, even though it's not like I'm, you know, perfect. I have to deal with 3 tanks. A Yudes, a Yag Tiger, and... Does my platoon mate need help? No, he's doing fine. 58.9% win ratio, okay. Again, context. If you've only played low tiers and you're, I don't know, 15 years old and you have a ton of experience, no, it really isn't that good. If you play 60,000 games in tier 2s and you have a 58% win rate, shame on you, you know? It should be 80% or 75, even if you're soloing. But at the same time, if you've played... You know, if you're happy with that, that's good enough. Russia. Oh, Russia indeed. Shame he has an auto fire extinguisher. I just want to kill tanks. The less tanks shooting back at me, the better. Everyone's saying 59% is really good. You guys totally missed my point. Oh well. Well, I have not played that many video games of this style, and thanks for the advice. I'm trying to learn. Yeah, I mean, if you haven't played, who cares? It's fine. That's what everyone starts out as. But there's a different, yeah, it's player to player. I make my guides generally for more skilled players than you, but it's not like, you know, as long as you're improving, that's what I try to communicate with my videos. Occasionally I'll judge 2K. Typically I judge teal players a lot harder than everyone else though, because from a 1K win 8 player I expect him to be, you know, 1K win 8. From a teal player I expect him to be reasonable. And typically they're a lot worse, or they're a lot more selfish than I appreciate. Where's this Yag Tiger? He shot. I saw that shell go through a building. This is interesting because I have to focus down this light tank. Oh no, my teammate died. If he reverses, I should be able to beat him. Cool. And now I have to watch for that UDES. Actually, we've won. I don't really care anymore. As long as I get damage. Damn, this tank only shoots so quickly. What do you think of the WZ121? I have no opinion on it. I haven't played it in a very long time. But that UDES let his teammate die. I wish I could have dived on him. I totally would have. Okay, we're gonna dive on him? Let's do it. I only have APCR left. Oh, maybe I can get some ram damage. Poor guy. Cool. That was almost a three-way brothers in arms. The average Joe World of Tanks player has 49% win rate and 2% draws. So having 52% wins is a good statistic. I guess you're right, Bat Shutter. Why do clickers aggravate me so much? I would say... Why did he ask to join if he's going to leave? Wanna do tier 6. Why does Artie aggravate me so much? It's just the way it's designed. I think... have you ever been artied? Like, do I actually... I feel like that's a silly question, but my answer is just the way it's implemented. I don't think arty has a place in this game. I just don't. It's akin to RPGs in, like, Call of Duty. Except RPGs can't shoot over cover. RPGs can shoot around cover in the sense that if there's a tank behind me and if there was a rock right behind me, I could splash damage me with RPG. So splash damage exists, but if you're behind cover and an RPG shoots at you, it will never hit you. You know, so I dislike this idea of if I wanted to be bombed, if I wanted airplanes to bomb on me, I'd play War Thunder. I'd play War Thunder tanks. So. Yeah, I think I dislike the inability to actually avoid artillery. If I want to avoid, like, the only practical way is to sit in A2 or B1 all game, and that's not playing the game. But it's just a part of it's part of World of Tanks, and you sort of have to deal with it. But I would change it if I had the power to. But I understand there's definitely a market for it. A lot of people who play this game are disabled war vets, or I mean, some people have strokes and they can't use one of their hands. And then I understand artillery, but when there's, like, I don't know, people who play arty just to grief people are really, I have trouble respecting them. Because I feel like most arty players just play it to grief people. I have 44% win rate in platoon with red players, 75% of your battles. Yeah, that would lower your win rate. So this is your answer, by the way, how I see my team. I see I've got no one with me. I'm also way faster than them, so I'm gonna watch the T-29, the BP, and the Tiger 1. How do I can't pen this guy if I remember, like, reliably. Oh, I got a donation. I'll check that in a sec, dude. When am I gonna get clicked? As you become a better player, you sort of understand the timing of when you're gonna get clicked, and normally it's just whenever you're spotted. You have to assume, or after you leave cover. So you sort of can eventually start to play around it, but at the end of the day, it doesn't mean much if you're behind a rock, or if you're hauled down behind a tank. Do you read the map quickly? No, I don't. I try to encourage the people that I mentor to take like 10 seconds or 15 to just look at the map and see what goes on. It's just like reading. When you're in grade 1 and you started reading, you couldn't do it quickly. I've never heard of a little kid who just picks up reading and does it immediately. You sort of learn how to sound out words first, and there's a process to it, right? It's just like reading. Reading the map is the same way. You have to look at it, and then eventually you start to find patterns, and you can speed it up. And just like reading, eventually you find patterns, and you can do it quicker and quicker, until you sort of reach the cap at which you can think, I think. Hey, bad chat. I have a 30-40 recent win rate, but only 59% recent win rate. Is there anything I could do? Yeah, you could platoon or play heavies. Those are the two options. Mediums aren't good at winning at all, but compared to heavies, heavies are significantly better. You can look at. I'll show you my stats, and you'll see my win rate is also really low. I think my past 30 days win rate is actually below 60%, but I'm playing at 4,500 win rate in tier 10s. So I guess low tiers also sort of make it significantly easier to win games. I just got my teammate killed because I played like a bitch. God tier analogy. Thanks. What's with this lag? He's shooting down my cover. How do I leave? I'm not gonna beat a Yag Tiger even with gold. Okay, well, he fired. Time to leave. Oh shit, you need to run away too. He's gonna win the hill. Fall back, please. Fuck. I hate leaving platoon mates to die. It's worse than leaving teammates to die. I probably shouldn't. If I get lit, I'm super screwed. Can't even pin a slower plate with APC. Fuck. Okay, on to the next, I guess. Other guys that are good on NA are Zevin and Junkers hear you. Yeah, Junkers is nice. Same with Zevin. Still, I don't know if I could have saved my teammate. That's a Scorpion. Can I blame the lag for that miss? Actually, I have 100 ping almost. It's more than I'm used to. I'm trying to figure out if they have anything that can one-shot me. I think the answer is yes. I think I'm being too aggressive. Mind you, we are on cap. So I have to try to balance aggression with the context of the game. If it's going to end quickly, I want to be aggressive and start spending all of my HP to try to get damage. And taking risks and things like that. But considering it's not ending quickly, I want to make sure I survive. Probably just moving forwards. Anfield has an EU account. Yeah, Anfield plays on EU, I think, mainly. So he lives in EU, so he naturally plays in Europe. I think most of the time. I've seen him play on alts, actually. I never knew he had an EU account. That he actually played. How do I win with this situation? I need to kill the Scorpion, and then the Yag Tiger has no support. This Black Prince sort of screwed me up. Not his fault, though. It was probably smart for him not to take hits from the Yag Tiger. Okay, so a lot of people would be inclined to just try to circle this Yag Tiger. Not gonna happen. He's got I think he's got a 5-second. Fuck off. This is silly. My teammates are camping. Can they win this? They're not well, they're not camping, but they just aren't in the fight. Sort of results to the same thing. For the short term, at least. Cool. Once the T29 dies, I'll just push the hill and get behind the Yag Tiger. That works. How to increase my win rate? Oh, I have to talk about win rate, don't I? I feel like you can't control win rate. People, literally, it's one of the most common questions I get, especially from the people I mentor. How do you control your win rate? And I've had to teach this, or I'm trying to teach this to Mark. You can't. I've never been able to say, I want to win the next game. Over 100 games, I can try to win every single one and see how it goes. And maybe then I have an impact on my win rate. But let's look at my stats, because this is, and I'm not doing this to show off or anything, but I think it's really relevant. So here, look at my 7 days. And look at my 30 days. And this is significantly lower than I'm used to, which it could just be because I sort of started playing again. But you can see right here, 58% and 45-65 win 8. These two numbers don't match up. And this is tier 10 too, so it's harder to win in tier 10s, but I'll pause Junker's stream, which you guys... Oh, I got a donation. Grisby, thanks for playing mid-tier tanks, more relevant for a beginner like myself. You're welcome, Grisby. Thank you for this $2, by the way. What was I saying? Yeah, look at my win rate. I don't know. I know how to pad win 8, but whenever I've tried to win games, immediately I lose games. And that's my experience with this. Your win rate comes of a result of playing hundreds, like huge amount of games. And lately, I think it was because, like I said, I've been trying to make 3 videos a day before I go on vacation so I can upload every single day this month. Maybe I'll miss 2 or 3 days, but I played 40 games in one day in my Centurion Action X, and I had a 45% win rate in that session. And I had a 3k win 8. 45% win rate and 3k win 8 don't match up, and it was in this week's stats. So I went and got replays for the Centurion Action X review, but at the end of that session, 40 games, 45% win rate, or it might have been a 0.5 or something, but in general it was 45%, and I had 3k win 8. That's not my control. I'm not. It's not, I wonder if it's my fault, but I didn't do that on purpose, just like I don't win 58% on purpose. So I feel like a lot of it has to do with luck. Oh. So that's my experience. If you look at my stats, which again we'll look at my highest win rate tanks over any sort of game. We'll look at win rate right here. I played one, yeah, these are all the tanks I've played one game in. Let's find something like this. T67, 73%. That's because it's a tier 5. It's good at winning games. M46 Patton, I do well in tier 9 padding tanks. My IS6 is something that I consider to be a good example. 73% win rate. Now this was done, maybe 2 games were solo. So maybe like 2 games were platooned, I mean. So maybe it's a 70% solo win rate, right? But I feel like heavies are a lot better at forcing wins. E5, again, 68%. IS7, 67%. Super Pershing, 68%. Super Pershing's a heavy. I think armor... I played this tank a really long time ago, but at the time, this was one of my highest win rate tanks. T10, same thing. 4202, I won a lot. I actually won 70% in the 4202 because I think it's because it had armor. but I feel like I win a lot more in tanks with armor because they can be aggressive. Then if you look at my Leopard 1, we can check its damage per game. We can look at my Leopard 1's DPG combined with its win rate. And obviously, I haven't done an actual statistic, like any sort of analysis on this, right? But my Leopard 1, 59.55%, 3,300 damage per game. So same thing with my Batshot. 3,300 damage per game, barely 60%. I feel like armor, and I mean, there's some anomalies, obviously, where you just get bad luck or whatever, but in my experience, armor is the best way to positively increase your win rate. Okay, let's play IS-3. Oh, thanks, Paul. I appreciate it. The 422 did have armor. It was a pub stomping tank. What do you mean? The people would just shoot its frontal plate and bounce. The old 422 did have armor. Same with the 50M. That's what I wanted. Fuck the stream. Viewer counts dropped to negative. Yeah, I mean... James, will you ever play Brain Power on stream? I don't know what that is. That's a good question, Pro Gamer. I find these days you HT a light tank with T30 and just get tracked. Ooh, I don't understand. Your standard gamer says tier 10 422 was fun. Yeah, it was. I liked it. First tier 10 tank. Why do you use YouTube for streaming and not Twitch? I just hit 500 viewers today. And on Twitch I maybe get 20 to 30. So it's a time decision. I'll stream on Twitch. So I'll write it down. I'll figure this out today. I'll figure out how to dual stream on Twitch and YouTube. So if you prefer to watch me on Twitch, you can do so. But it's a management allocation of time. I get better results from streaming on YouTube. Can you confirm that you indeed have... I saw that question on the Q&A. I don't know what that is. Do you know you can use enhanced suspension to skip grinding tracks? Yes, I did, but it's at the cost of a module thingy. Do you think that if you get good at light tanks first, it helps you get good at any class quicker? No, but I did play light tanks first. Those were the I always wanted to be a T50-2 driver with like 10,000 games in this 50-2. You look exactly like I expected you to. Cheers. Is that a good thing or a bad thing, actually? I should ask that first. This guy's sort of screwed. I6 hopefully won't have shots on me. Oh. Yeah, I think I should stop saying aiming doesn't matter, because it sort of matters. Apparently, you have to hit who you're shooting at the very least. Oh, that lagged a ton. You gonna play 5A today? I don't know. I don't think I have the free XP to get it. I still want it, but I don't think I have the free XP or the crew to really actually play it. You can use the restream.io to... Yes, that's what I was thinking, Flavio. I don't know how much of a delay there will be, but it might be... Can I not pin this guy's lower plate? Oh! Yeah, it does take into account angle. That's ridiculous. That is cheating. Okay. That was just badly aimed, but that's okay. Let's just drive into them. What's he doing? Cool, nice kill. Okay. So from here, do I push into their base or go back to base? sort of want to shoot at this T-30. That guy sort of died. I think I have to deal... I'd like to deal with the city. I think the 3 TDs should be able to be okay. Hopefully. That guy has no repairs on his tank. You're gonna take 750. Stay safe. Oh, okay then. I underestimated the T-28 prod. Winners defend Lemming Rush. When will South Spawn Highway video come? I always spawn South. I can do it. Map is South Spawn. I mean, you can see how I just played this game. It's pretty consistent, I would say, with... I can do it, though. Did I pen him? Yeah, I did. Oh, I knew it was going to happen. I'm going to get farmed by a camping Conway. Which is your opinion? The 5A or the 113? I don't know. I've never played them at all. I have no clue. And I haven't even played against them, so... I'm hesitant to free XP. Like, normally I'd never free XP to new tanks. It's sort of like, I feel like buying a brand new car. You take a lot of risk when you do that. So, that's, oh, I see. Oranges maybe will pen at that angle. That's cheating. But I'm going to use it if everyone else can. Oh shit, you went back to base? I should have helped. He's full HP. I hope he can manage. Hopefully I'm fast enough if he needs help. Right, so the answer to your question is I think the 5A might be more enjoyable because it's smaller. And that's one of the reasons well, when I was playing the Sente X, the size bothers me. Like, it's a huge problem in my opinion. So I think probably the 5A will be more fun to play. But that doesn't mean the, whatever the hell it's called is bad, the 113. But I'll be getting the 5A first, for YouTube reasons and because I think it'll be a better tank. Cunt. Wait, why is my T-30 sort of camping? This? He's full HP. Why am I pushing forwards if he's full HP? I didn't think we'd lose the base. I need to get on cap. You're full HP. You just need to push the one-shot Conway, dude. This is why. I knew it was going to happen, I just didn't want to admit that it was going to happen. Oh, fuck, yes. Maybe I should have gone back to base. Hindsight's 2020. I thought we thought we could have managed it. What are you doing? T-30's... Oh, shit. In my mind, it was obvious that we needed to uncap. Oh well. We can't win. We should have just tried to put 2 on cap. Oh yeah, I just typed it out as if someone died. You're driving a Russian heavy. Load vodka for less missing. I hit quite a few shots, I think. 4,800 damage. Load HE. I was considering it. Oh, I should be... whatever. That is frustrating. He wasn't stupid, he just wasn't aware. I think most people, if they see something, they can sort of formulate some sort of reaction. Okay, let's start. Okay, so yeah, I think most people... Oh boy. Yeah, it happens. He did 2269 actually. He didn't do badly. I just think he didn't notice that we needed to go that our cap was in danger, so he didn't have any sense of urgency when he was fighting the Conway. Okay. I'm going to call this stream here, guys. I've delayed it long enough. I have to mentor a friend of mine. So, yeah, I mean, I hope the gameplay was good enough considering it was a patch. Again, I don't play tier 10s for that reason. New patches, everyone just plays their tier 10 clickers because they get tilts and things like that. So, yeah, I hope the gameplay was acceptable. I have to go download the old patch because I had so many replays saved up and this destroyed them, but I also have to go mentor someone. So there is a video programmed at 12 a.m. for the next couple days. Yeah, thanks for helping. I think I reached 597 viewers, so I just thought I'd say thank you to everyone for that. I have 497 viewers. I've never been that... Can you put that email in the description? It is. At the very bottom. It should say lemmingrushmentoring@gmail.com. So there it is. Hey Laura, thank you for hanging out too. How long is your vacation? I don't know, actually. See you, Jake. If you guys have any questions, you're welcome to ask them. I'll spend a couple minutes as I just sort of prepare everything for my mentoring session. So I'll just hang out. I'll pop into chat every couple seconds. Say you love me or I'm unsubscribing. I guess you're unsubscribing. I'm kidding. I love you, dude. No, I didn't do that. I fuck. Now it makes me look like I'm greedy for subscribers. Let's read the forums. When's the next stream? I don't know. We'll have to see. Depends on how many replays I need for my YouTube job thing. What are your stat padding tanks? T54. Super Pershing if I need credits. Type 59. 132A is good lately, but my win rate sucks. I'd say Super Pershing, Type 64, 132A, not this thing, Type 59. And then let's look through my tanks. T10 is good. I would say T10, let's just go logically through it. Oh, fuck, I need to sell this piece of shit. Sell. 118778. I would say M46, M48, E5, 67. E25 is good, but not my favorite. T54, 62A. Well, T10. IS-7 seems to be really good for my Win 8 for some reason. So I may start padding in that tank. I should also sell the ELC. I heard it's shit now. Batshot. It's not really a stat padding tank. It's more of my play for fun tank. And those are my current stat padding tanks, pretty much. IS-7 may get onto that list, though. Is playing at tier 6 considered as stat padding seal clubbing? I think so. Tier 5 and 6 are the best for Win 8, because when you get to tier 3 and 4, I think Win 8 really, really penalizes you. And I also find it's hard to compete with people who have 6 skill crews in their tier 4 tanks. First tank you play in the next stream will be KV. I don't have a KV2. Keep your tanks? Why? If I'm not going to play a tank, I don't care. Watch this. 150-400. This has no crew. Actually, do I want to keep it? No, I never play it. I keep some low tiers for tourneys when they existed. Because I think I went on a rampage and gave all my tanks 6 cents. Yeah, you can see I did that for tourneys, so. Now they're dead, though. This is a tank I haven't played, but I keep it. Because it's trash. But I paid real money for it. Yeah. Alright, it's 1:30, guys. I'm going to go mentor Penelo. Thank you very much for watching. I'm going to play an ad, and then we'll call it. So, yeah, I appreciate it. This stream will be live sometime in the next couple days. We'll see how it goes with my schedule. I want to upload one a day, so we'll see how that goes. Thanks everyone, and I will see you later. Bye. And then we will end the stream probably in 30 seconds. I think most people won't actually get ads. I'm interested in knowing. If you don't have an ad, let me know. Bookmarks. Maho. Oh, hey, Penelope.
Connected.
And then I'll give you friends. There you go. You're a friend now, Penelope. Thanks for waiting.
Channel switched.
Cool. I wonder who didn't get the ad. No ad block either. That's interesting. This is why. So I've had some people complain that I put too many ads on my videos, but all I want is people to see one in the middle and one at the beginning. That's all I care about. But the problem is YouTube doesn't display ads consistently. So sometimes I feel the need to put like 3 or 4 just to try to get someone to watch 1 or 2 ads during my entire video, you know, so I get some sort of money. But then the problem is, what happens if someone sees 4 ads in a video? I think 1 in the middle is reasonable, but I don't want to, there's a balance because YouTube is so inconsistent. I wish I could just guarantee viewers see 1 ad at the beginning and 1 ad at the middle instead of risking that someone sees like a ton of ads in the mid. But how old am I? I'm 18. That's hilarious. All right, guys, I'll see you later. Thanks to everyone who donated, and again, I appreciate everyone who subscribes to my channel. I'll see you guys later.